Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today, we have ourselves a quality check with the Model 3. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So alright, we have ourselves yet another quality check. And a quality check is basically going to be looking up and down the panels, and at the end, we're either going to give this a pass or a fail. So let's first off start by looking at the left side. And what we're looking for is that the fender matches the bumper and the bumper matches the hood, and there's no paint discolorations, no scratches, no scuffs, nothing that catches our eye. So looking closely, beautiful. Onto the right side, beautiful. And that's what we want to see. And these are the aero wheels that are underneath your vehicles. Now let's move on to the driver's side door. And panels are nice and tight, and that's what we want to see. This has the black interior. It's just been dropped off, and these are vehicles from the Fremont factory. Now let's check the door handle, and it's flush. Let's check this right over here, and it is flush. Now let's move on to the rear. So this door handle sits in a little bit. Now let's check this door to see if it's flush, and it is flush. So taking a look over here, the gap's nice and thin, and that's what we want to see. Now I will say the gap over here is a little bit big. And let's look at the charge port door. Let's take a look at the rear, left side, then on to the right side, and it is flush. So on the Model 3s, there is a paint defect, but it looks like Tesla has started to touch it up. It's normally over here, but it looks like they've figured that out, because a lot of the recent Model 3s that I've been seeing has been had a cover up for that paint defect on the Model 3. So that's very good. I'm glad Tesla has started to fix them. So this handle is flush, beautiful, and that's what we want to see. So I will be giving this Model 3 a pass. Now let's move on to another Model 3. So alright, we have this white Model 3, and it has the black interior. Let's take a look at the left side. And let's take a look at the right side. And what I've been hearing is that Tesla has recently started to go back to the old style headlights. And that is actually true, because this particular vehicle has the newer style headlights. And if you look over here, these have the old style headlights. So I guess Tesla has probably ran out of parts, or they're doing this to save cost. But yeah, it looks like some people are getting the Matrix LED headlights, and then some people are not. So it is true. So taking a look at the right side. Now taking a look at the driver's side door. Now taking a look at the interior. Remember, after you've done a thorough check of the exterior, that's when you want to move into the interior. You want to make sure that you check the seats, the center console, the steering wheel, the glove box, Then move on to the rear seats. Check that the seats fold down properly. Check that there's no rips or scuffs on your seats. Check under your seats. Then after that, move on to your trunk. And also, Tesla has decided now that all new vehicles will not be receiving the mobile charger. And that's very unfortunate. I hope Tesla reverses that decision. So this door pokes out a little bit, so that is an issue. Looking at the gap over here. So, yeah, it is fine. Now let's take a look at the charge port door. So this charge port door does poke out a little bit, so that is an issue. Now let's check to see the lights. And let's check the right side. And it is flush. So the paint defect, it looks like it's been covered up, but it is slightly there, but they have, I guess, touched it up with some white paint. Let's move on to the right side. And it is flush. Checking the door handle, and it is flush. So this passenger door pokes out a little bit, so that is definitely an issue. But I will be giving this Model 3 a pass. Now let's check our last Model 3. So this is our last Model 3 for the evening. Let's take a look at the left side. Let's take a look at the wheels. This one's really dirty, but that's because it's been parked outside and it's been collecting a lot of dust during transportation. But don't worry, by the time it comes to your delivery, you will it will be buffed up and clean and ready to go. Now let's take a look at the right side. Taking a look at the wheels. Now let's take a look over here. I do see that gap is a little bit big over here on that door, and it seems to get thinner and thinner. I'd rather have a gap that's consistent than a gap that goes from big to skinny. It's doesn't look right. So let's take a look at the door handle, see if it's flush, and this also has the black interior. See, with Tesla, they don't tend to change their cars every new year. They will just suddenly change production instantly. So yeah, so that's why you're seeing vehicles that have the old headlights and vehicles that have the new headlights. I guess they're just dealing with stock. And I definitely would say that this gap over here is a little bit big for my liking. And taking a look over here. So yeah, this gap's a little bit too big. Charge port door is fine. Let's take a look at the rear. Now let's take a look at the right side. Now let's see if we can see that paint imperfection. And it seems to be covered up. On the right side, it is a little bit tighter. Door handle, it is flush. And it is flush. But unfortunately, due to the size of that gap on the left side, I'm going to have to give it a fail. So we've gotten a chance to take a look at 3 Model 3s today. And 2 of them get a pass and 1 of them get a fail. And it looks like there's still a lot of work that has to be done when it comes to Model 3. So make sure that if you're taking delivery, do your due diligence. Bring a notepad, bring a camera. Really stress your sales rep to fix any defect on your vehicle. If they say it's within spec, I want you to go to a manager and keep pressing the issue. These vehicles have gone up in price, but gone down in quality. And if you're paying more, that means you should get better quality. But unfortunately with Tesla, that's not the truth. So, that's all I gotta say. So thank you and have a nice day. Hey, would you like to win a Tesla Model 3? All you have to do is like, share, comment, and subscribe. And one lucky subscriber will win a Tesla Model 3.